Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to today's maths lesson. Right, today we are carrying on learning about number 12 with some different games and activities. But to get our maths brains warmed up, I'm going to start by writing 4 numbers on the board. Okay, first job. Tell the adult with you today what 4 numbers I have written on the board. Fantastic, well done. Okay, you've got brilliant, number 12, number 9, number 5, and number 3, super. Okay, we're going to play odd one out. Can you tell the adult which one of these 4 do you think the odd one out is and why? And remember, there's not one answer. Off you go. Okay, let's see if your ideas match mine. So, I said you could have number 12 because, well, lots of reasons actually you could have number 12, is the only one with 2 digits. It's an even number. Well done if you remembered your odd and even numbers. It's also the only one more than 10. You could say that number 3 is the only one less than 4, but you might have had your own ideas. Upload them to Tapestry. Let me know what your ideas were. We're going to keep these 4 numbers on the board and we're going to do a bit of a magic trick with my magic wand. I want to turn all of my numbers into the number 10, okay? And when I say abracadabra, it's going to change to 10. But to make it change to 10, not only are we going to use the magic word, but we're going to have to do some maths. We're going to have to do some counting. So to get to the number 10, you're going to have to add or take away. So if a number is more than 10, you're going to have to count back to get to 10. You're going to have to take away. If a number is less than 10, I'm giving you clues there, stop it. If a number is less than 10, you're going to have to add, put more on to get 10. And your number bonds that you were learning with Miss Selwyn might be able to help you with that. So pause the video here and I want you to magic turn these numbers into 10 for me. Off you go. Okay, brilliant. Right, I'm going to change my colour. Let's see if a red will work. So, 12, let's start there. 12 is more than 10. So I'm going to have to take away. So 12, 11, 10. I'm going to have to take away 2. So if I take away 2, so 12, take away 2. I'm going to turn it into 10. Brilliant, well done. It's magic. Okay, next one, number 9. We're going to make it into 10. 9 is less than 10, so I'm going to have to add more. Adding on 9, one more is 10. So good boy, number 9. 9 plus one more equals, and we've turned 9 into 10. Abracadabra. Okay, let's do 5 next. So 5 is less than 10, so I'm going to have to add. I need more to get to 10. I'm going to have to add 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5, and we've remembered our number bonds, we might be able to do that without our fingers. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Abracadabra. Okay, last one, number 3. 3 is a lot less than 10, so I'm going to have to add a number to make 10. Goodbye. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7. 3 plus 7 equals abracadabra. My 4 numbers have all become 10. Brilliant. Well done, boys and girls. So today we are carrying on watching number 12, series 3. It's just called 12. Off you go. Enjoy. Okay, brilliant. So I think I had it over here. Right, I have made, like we did on Monday, which is yesterday, I do get myself confused with the days of the week sometimes, boys and girls. I have made number 9 using some cubes, and I have made number 10. And just in case you can't see it very well, I shall draw a little line around it. Let's see if this yellow will work. Right, okay. So I've got 2 different shapes there, boys and girls. And we talked about these shapes yesterday. One of those shapes is a rectangle and one of those shapes is a square. Now, there are some things that are the same about these 2 shapes, and there are some things that are a little bit different. So have a chat with the adult with you at home. Which is the square? Which is the rectangle? What's the same about them and what's different? Off you go. Pause the video here. Okay, brilliant, well done. So the red, number 9, is a square because all the sides are the same. But number 12 is a rectangle because the sides, 2 of the sides are longer and 2 are shorter. So they have the same number of sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the same number of corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But their sides are not the same length. Brilliant. That's the difference between a rectangle and a square. Now, if we have a look at my Numicon, where on earth are my Numicon now? There! I've got too many things open. Okay, here are my Numicon. Now, in fact, my finger works better if I remember this. If we have a look at our Numicon, got lots and lots up here. Now you have hopefully got some at home. Either you made them when we finger painted them, or you cut some out and you've kept them. And I've seen on tapestry some people have their own. So you're going to need either the ones you've cut out, or you're going to need the ones you've got, whatever you've got at home. Okay, and I'll put some more on the school website in case they accidentally went in the bin or got played with. So what I want you to do is sort these into 2 groups. Which Numicon are a rectangle and which are not a rectangle. So it doesn't matter which way I turn it round, the properties are still the same. They've still got 4 sides, still got 4 corners, 2 long, 2 short. So which are rectangle, which are not rectangle, off you go. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. So shall we start with 1 or shall we start with 10? Let's start with 10. Let's go big. Okay, so rectangle or not rectangle? Shout it out. Yep, rectangle. There's my number 9. Rectangle or not rectangle? Not a rectangle. 8, rectangle or not rectangle? Yeah, rectangle. 7, rectangle or not rectangle? 6, rectangle or not a rectangle? Yeah, it's a rectangle. The more you say that word, the more strange it sounds. Number 5, rectangle or not a rectangle? Okay, let's go. I've got 4, 3, 2 and 1 left. Let's go number 4. Rectangle or not a rectangle? Oh yeah, it's actually a square, isn't it? So it's not a rectangle. So I wonder if you used that reasoning, boys and girls, when you were talking about it with the adults. It is not a rectangle because it is a square. And that's really good maths words and maths language to be using, because it shows the grown-ups that you know the answer and you know and how you worked it out. We love to know how you've worked things out. Okay, 3, rectangle or not a rectangle? Yeah, not a rectangle. Why not? Yeah, it's got too many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. And a rectangle we know has 4 sides. Okay, 2, rectangle or not a rectangle? Yeah, that's a rectangle. Why is it a rectangle? Brilliant. 2 long sides, 2 short sides, 4 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Last one. Oh! Nobody stopped me! Nobody shouted! I put the square in there! Oh dear. Okay, last one. Number 1. Rectangle or not a rectangle? Yeah, not a rectangle. Why not? Brilliant, you're right, because it's a square. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's why you've got to always check the teachers are doing the right thing, because sometimes boys and girls, even adults, get things wrong. Right, your next job, boys and girls. Can I find them? Where have they gone? Right. Just pretend you can't see them for a minute. They're not here. Okay, what I need you to do now is number cards 1 to 12. Put them in the right order, starting from 12, going back to 1, or from 1 to 12, and then match them. I haven't got any in here because the children have got them next door. Match them to your Numicon. So you'll have number 5, and next to it you'll have your Numicon number 5. Okay, off you go. Right, welcome back. You've done that good job. So, what we're going to be doing today, I don't know why I've got the one. We're going to be having a look at number sentences. And I've got 2 rows of number sentences. And we're going to start with these ones over here. Now, the first thing we want to see, boys and girls, is can you read a number sentence? Because we call it a number sentence. And in the same way that we read sentences in our book club books, we're going to be reading number sentences here. So, what does this say? Well done. 3 plus 4 equals. But what does that mean? If I want to find the answer, 3 add 4 is the same as what? If I want to find that what, the whole, because these are both parts, what on earth do I need to do? Tell the adult what you're working with today. Okay, what I need to do is get 3 of something, 4 of something, and find out how many I have if they go from being in 2 piles to being in 1 altogether. So we're taking our 2 parts, a 3 and a 4, and we're turning them into a whole. Now, some of these number sentences we might be able to do in our head. We might be able to say, well, I know that 1 and 1 is 2, and that's a really popular one that people love to say, 1 and 1 is 2. But understanding what we're doing and understanding the method we're using is super important for when the numbers get bigger or when they're numbers that we haven't used before, okay? Also, if we're using our Numicon, what we really need to practice, boys and girls, is, oh dear, counting objects, counting things that cannot be moved. So the holes in our Numicon, we want to be able to count them using number 5's rules of counting. So the activity we're going to do now, we're working out our number sentences, but we're really also focusing on counting accurately, because you might brilliantly do that number sentence, but if you don't count those holes properly, then it's not going to match. You're not going to have a balanced number sentence. So, here we go. What I want you to do first is read these number sentences, use your Numicon, find one part, find the other part, put them together. How many have you got all together? And fill in the answers. You mums and dads might want to write, or whoever's at home, write out this bit and then allow the boys and girls just to put in the whole at the end. Or challenge yourself if you want to and work on your number formation, and you can write the whole thing yourself, boys and girls. So just start with those 3. Off you go. Welcome back. Super. So you should have got, for the first one, 3 plus 4 equals, brilliant, number 7. Fantastic. 6 plus 5 equals, number 11. Okay, brilliant. And 7 plus 7 equals, and mums and dads and grannies and grandpas and whoever's working at home today, you get to be the teachers here and you get to work out, can the children read the number sentence? Can they interpret the number sentence? So do they know that they need 2 parts to make a whole? Can they write their number formation? Do they know how to do those numbers and how to form those numbers? And then can they count the whole accurately without making a mistake? So that's what we're looking for when you're looking at your tapestry. Those kinds of observations that you can make for us are really helpful, because then we can give you a next step. So the cycle continues. So you're assessing for learning. You're all becoming teachers. Well done, mums and dads, grannies and grandpas at home. So that's what we're looking for. What's the next step? Which part of that activity did your child maybe need a bit more help with or need a bit more practice with? And that's really helpful for you to put on Tapestry for us. So the next bit is a bit more tricky. So all of a sudden we've got some 2-digit numbers. So what's that number? What's that number? What's that number? So when we're using our Numicon this time, boys and girls, number 10 has a Numicon. I've just showed you that there. But we don't have a number 11 Numicon. And we certainly don't have a number 12 Numicon. So your challenge when you're working out these number sentences is, how are you going to make your part 11? How are you going to make your part 12? Do you have some Numicon that can help you? And obviously the numbers are getting a bit bigger, so really watch that counting, boys and girls. Don't rush. Number 5's rules of counting. Do not rush it. One number name every time you point to a whole, okay? 3 more number sentences. We're looking for reading that number sentence, finding the 2 parts, putting them together, writing all the numbers, and counting accurately. So there are so many things we're working on in this activity, boys and girls. Off you go. Okay, welcome back. Let's change my colour. Let's go for a nice green, hopefully. Okay, let's see what you got. 10 plus 6 equals 16. Fabulous. 11 plus 4 equals 15. And 12 plus 7, this was a big one. 12 plus 7 equals 17. Okay, so who can tell me how you... 17? It's Nicholas. It's time for my lunch, I can tell you that. You should have had 19. I think I need some lunch. 19. Okay, how did you make number 11? Well done. Okay, so you could have used a 10 and a 1, but actually there are lots of ways you could use a 9 and a 2. You could use a 8 and a 3. So lots of different ways you could have made 11. Right, how did you make 12? Brilliant, yeah. So you could have had your 10 and a 2 to make 12. So that's not 3 parts, we're just having to make number 12 using 2 Numicon. We've still got 1 part of 12. You could have had 11 and 1. Well, you haven't got 11, so you couldn't have done 9 and 3, 8 and 4. So there were lots of different ways you could have made number 12. I think Miss Nicholas needs to go for a lunch, and maybe you do too. Well done, boys and girls. You've worked really, really hard today. Keep it up. You're doing so well at home. Tomorrow, we're not going to have any, we're not going to meet a new number. We're not going to meet 13. We're going to have a little look at ordinal numbers, and it's going to have some very active racing going on. So I hope you're ready for that. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.